All right, what's going on, my peeps? Looks like I'm live. At least it looks like I'm live. Let's see. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everyone is having a fabulous day. I want to jump on here real quick and share some knowledge. And I'm gonna let Facebook do its thing real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. Meanwhile, y'all chime in and y'all type where you connecting from, so I can see where my outreach is going. What city and state is you're connecting from, um, and then we'll go ahead and get this thing started. Let's see who we got. I think I can still see these comments here. Let's see. Gwendolyn, thanks for jumping on. Tommy, thanks for jumping on. Mr. Courtney, thanks for jumping on. Brock, thanks for jumping on. We're gonna get here started in another maybe 30 seconds here. So I want to give y'all this value and then get out you all's way. Houston in the house. That's what I'm talking about, Houston. Chris, thanks for jumping on. Detroit, I see Detroit in the house. Thanks for jumping on. Motor City. All right, check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and everybody else can catch the replay. Y'all can do y'all thing. Y'all can share it. Y'all can do y'all little what you call that thing, watch party, or whatever you want to do with this. This is gonna be some good info. I pray that I pray that y'all find this some good info, but I think it's worth sharing. So you all could share it, especially for those who are in the who are my business partners who are out here in the struggle with me, educating our folks about better finances. So if you're part of that movement, you probably want to share this video here, all right? All right, so check this out. I hope y'all can see me. My lighting in my office is not all that great. However, Florida's in the house. Aretha, thanks for jumping on. Michael, thanks for jumping on. Let's go ahead and get this thing knocked out. For those who do not know me, my name is Cedric Jenkins, founder and creator of Your Money Matters. Your money matters because of the fact you get up each and every day to earn it. You have the right to keep it. So I like to come on here and provide tips and strategies so the working class member can keep more of their money, because that's what it's really all about. It ain't about me. It ain't about me being socially popular. It's about solving a problem, which is financial problems. And I truly believe if we can solve the financial problems, everything else will line up. It's not about money per se. It's about getting money out of the way as an issue. All right. We want to have financial options. We all want options in life. All right. But as we live this thing called life, we live in this land of the free, but nothing in this land is free, which means we will need income or money, however you want to call it, to support our way of living. All right. So, what Said is going to talk about today? Well, if you have not seen the title of this video, is going to be about how to keep your pockets from being empty. All right. Isn't it frustrating? Tim, thanks for jumping on. Let me get out some more shout outs. Nita, thanks for jumping on. Angie, thanks for jumping on. Y'all, isn't it frustrating to where Friday is coming up tomorrow, and for some of us, that's payday. Isn't it frustrating after payday comes around and the couple of days afterwards that you kind of on a dry spell because you don't went and you don't pay some bills, you took care of your lifestyle expenses, and now you barely have enough, if any, for the next payday. And anybody can relate to that? Can anybody relate to not having enough cash flow after being paid on payday and taking care of all of your all your necessities, paying lifestyle expenses to where now after payday, you have very little to nothing left over. Anybody experience that? Anybody tired of that? Anybody wonder why that is? Because I'm gonna talk about why that is and how you can reverse that. Okay, I'm gonna show everyone that there's one thing. Well, there's actually four things that's keeping your pocket empty, but I'm gonna talk about this one thing today that's keeping your pocket empty. All right, Lamika, thanks for jumping on. All right, let's talk about it. Ronnie, thanks for jumping on. Let's talk about that one thing that's keeping your pockets empty. I think some of us already know, particularly my business partners that's in the movement, the financial movement with me, already know one of the main things that is keeping your pocket empty is taxes. Yes. Indianapolis, thanks. Thanks for hopping on. Janie, thanks for jumping on. Gina, thanks for jumping on. Yes, taxes is one of your biggest expense that is keeping your pocket empty. All right. I'm gonna tell you why it's keeping your pocket empty. Then I'm going to show you how you can reverse that. All right. So always, even in the military, I always been conditioned to identify the problem first and then provide a solution, because it doesn't make a hill of beans for me to sit here and identify the problem and then leave a cliffhanger to say, and not to give you a solution. Hawaii, Honolulu, Gina, I didn't know you was out there, because I'm trying to look to take vacation out there in May. I'm coming out that way in a few more months. All right, Hawaii. So yeah, so I want to identify the problem first, okay, and then provide a solution of how you can overcome or eradicate that problem. I like to use the word eradicate because that equates to curing, getting rid of, dismissing, whatever the case may be, getting rid of that problem. All right. So taxes. Why is taxes keeping your pocket empty? Because of the fact of your congressional leaders have written the tax laws to do so. Okay. It maybe wasn't intent. It maybe was not purposefully, but it was written in such a manner that it was keeping your pocket empty. Okay, Gina, I'll call you, but I much prefer that you would inbox, because I hate for someone to take your number and then you start getting stalked by someone trying to call you. So if you can you do me a favor, please? Erase that or delete that comment or with your number publicly here, because everybody can see it, and send me a private message with that number, then I can call you. Okay, because I don't want everybody to get your number. I don't want you to have no problems. All right. So the way that the tax laws are written, all right, wage income earners, there's three forms of income that we all can earn. All right. W-2, which is wages, 1099, which is business income, and 1098, which is investment income. All right. We have the option of earning money in those three forms of fashion. All right. We as individuals, taxpayers, we decide, okay, we decide how we earn our money. Congress have written laws to determine how you're being taxed based on your financial decision of how you want to earn your money. That's all that is. That's all that is. They write the tax laws to determine how your money is being taxed. Okay. Now let's talk about wages. Okay. W-2, because you're going to be getting W-2s you should be getting W-2s now. So that way you can start getting your tax return done. Right. So check this out. The way that the tax laws are written, if you are an employee and you're getting W-2s, you're taxed at the highest tax bracket, because wages is being taxed at 33 to 35%. All right. Right off the rip. And it's payroll deducted if you're an employee, because the IRS and your employer already have an agreement to where if you're an employee, you got to pay taxes at that tax rate. All right. Ms. Johnson, thanks for jumping on. So that's how the congressional leaders have decided within the tax laws that if you earn income on wages, which is W-2, the agreement between your employer and the IRS is for them, being your employer, to take out taxes between 33 to 35%. All right. And that's combined federal and state, because they both will take taxes out of your paycheck. Taxes is one of the biggest expense that we all have. Okay. Just so you know, you can add up all your monthly expenses and it will never equate to the amount of taxes that's being levied on your income that you're earning. It's not just the taxes that's coming out of your paycheck. All right. Think about the taxes that you pay after you get your paycheck. All right. Think about the taxes that you pay after you get your check, after you get the leftovers, right? We're trying to live our best life with the leftovers, and it's very hard to do. All right. It's very hard to live your best life when your pocket is being empty. But now I want to show you a solution. Now, I just identified the problem, and the problem is the way that you're being taxed is the main reason why your pockets is being empty. And that's because of the fact wage income earners through legislation are being taxed at the highest tax bracket. Well, say who's being taxed at the lowest tax bracket? Well, let's look at the business owner. Business income, that's on 1099. They only being taxed at 15%. And oh yeah, by the way, it starts there, but because of the fact they open themselves up or they have access to deductions, they can lower that to be less than 15%. If you're an investor, all right, that means you're getting investment income that's being taxed on. That's being taxed at 10%, 1098. All right, that's taxed at 10%. So the investor is keeping 90% of their income. The business owner is keeping 85% of their income, or even more, because of the business expenses that they have or claim on their tax return. So guess who's keeping less of their money? Wage income earners, all right? But the tax laws are written as such to benefit business owners and investors, all right? So said, what is the solution? Well, let me show you what's the solution. Y'all give me a second here, and I'm going to share my screen, and you will see how you can overcome that solution, all right? Now I'm going widescreen, so I'm not going to be able to see your comments. So whatever comments that you have, by all means, go ahead and type your comments, and I would definitely address them after this live video is over with, all right? So as you can see, taxes are keeping your pocket empty. So I'm about to do a demonstration on how you can reverse it. Well, saying how you can reverse it, basically, you put on a different jersey, all right? What you're gonna have to do is reposition yourself within the tax system to where now you can start opening yourself up to expenses that you now can claim. And you can only do that by becoming a business owner, all right? Business owners have the luxury of keeping more of their money and being taxed less. Don't you want to do that same thing? Right now, you being taxed more and keeping less. Let's reverse that. The best way to do that is use the laws that's keeping you, that's having you keeping less of your money and being taxed more, to where now you're able to keep more of your money and being taxed less. And that is to become a business owner. Now, I know some of you all is going to say, well, Cedric, I don't know anything about becoming a business owner. I don't want to sell. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do nothing about no business. But I'm here to tell you, you can start. Some will say, I don't have a business or an idea of what to go into. Okay. Leave that up to me. All right. I can show you what business that you can get into if you don't have an idea Or if you want to learn more about this, how to fix your personal finances through this opportunity that I've been in for about almost 5 years plus, then we're gonna talk about that at the end of the video. But let's go through this demonstration. Now, let's say that you are a business owner and you have expenses, and it's time for you to prepare your taxes. Okay. Now, check this out. I'm gonna say a blurb. Personal, living, and family expenses are non-tax deductible. However, if those personal, living, and family expenses are used toward a business, that portion of those expenses can be deductible. Now, said did not make that up. That came out of every IRS publication, particularly one that talks about how to write off these expenses that you see here, right? All right. You can go Google it right now. Go to irs.gov and type in IRS publication 463. All right. Type in that publication. All right. And you'll see somewhere on page 2, page 3, you'll see that verbiage as far as that what I just said, personal living and family expenses are non-tax deductible. However, if those personal living and family expenses are used toward a business, that portion is tax deductible. We all will agree personal living and family expenses is our lifestyle expenses, and it's a necessity. But the government said it's not tax deductible. It's just out-of-pocket expenses for you all, or for those who are wage income earners. Because again, the tax laws says that you cannot deduct that, and you don't have access to over hundreds of deductions. Well, as a business owner, all right, you can deduct these lifestyle expenses, particularly if you're running your business out of the principal dwelling of your home. Let me show you how this works. All right. Let's say, for example, you are an individual business owner, entrepreneur, solopreneur, or what have you, right? You running your business out of your home, whether you're a digital marketer, whether you're a tax preparer, running your firm out of your home, whatever the case may be, freelancer, hairstylist, whatever, you running your business out of your home. All right. Well, you got expenses. Let's look at the very first one. Let's say that you have a mortgage, or let's make that rent instead of mortgage. All right. Because mortgage is a little bit different. If you're a mortgage owner, you're going to be deducting the interest piece of it, which comes on a 1098 mortgage interest 1098 form that you get at the end of the year. So you can only deduct that. But this really, let's say that you are a renter, a home renter or an apartment renter, and let's say that you're spending $1,000 on rent, which is not unreasonable, which is probably the normal price of a rent, right, for an apartment or what have you. All right. So now you're running your business out of your home. Let's say that 20% of it is business expense, business use. So you're going to deduct 20% of your $1,000 a month on rent. That comes out to $200 a month. Your tax savings is $2,400. That's your tax savings, right? Because you're using 20% of your square footage of your place of dwelling for business. Now the IRS says we're going to allow you to deduct 20% off of your monthly rent, which gives you $200 a month, $2,400 a year. That's 12 months out of a year. All right. Everybody see that? Let's go to the next one. Utilities. We all got utilities. You got to keep the lights on, the water on, all that other stuff, right? Okay. Same 20%. All right. Same 20%. Now your monthly tax savings is $100. Your annual tax savings is $1,200. All right. Cell phone. Pretty much all of us have cell phones. As a matter of fact, most of us probably don't even have a landline. All right. But we are on our cell phone. But let's just say that you doing business on your cell phone. You can easily justify that you probably using at least 85%, if not more, cell phone use for business. You got to talk to Ray and them about coming and scheduling getting a haircut. If he coming to your crib to get a haircut, You got to get up with Kiki and them to see if you can get that them extensions to get put in your hair or whatnot. Oh, I'm just joking, y'all. Hope y'all don't take offense to that. I'm just making an example here. All right. But what I'm getting to is you use your cell phone more so than you think. And because of the fact you're using it for business, we can easily justify 85% of it. So let's say that you have $100 a month bill. 85% of that is $85 a month in tax savings, $1,020 annually in tax savings. What about mileage? Yes, Uncle Sam will give you at least 56 cents a mile for every business use. All right. So in this example, I can't make an example for everybody. Okay. This is not a one size fit all, but I'm giving you an example just to show you how numbers work to where you can see the tax savings. All right. So let's just say that this person had driven 10,000 miles for business use. Uncle Sam's going to give them 56 cents a mile for those business use. That comes out to be $5,600 in tax savings. All right. Meals and entertainment. Now, I'm gonna go slide through this because this had changed in the last Tax Cuts and Job Act laws that 4.5 had just changed. But in previous years, you could have written off meals and entertainment. Now, you actually still can. All right. Let's just say that you had a meeting or a seminar in your home. All right. Well, if you're entertaining, quite naturally, you're gonna have some food and beverages there, light hors d'oeuvres or whatnot. Okay. You're gonna go to Publix or your local grocery store and you're gonna pick up food and beverages to support these meetings and seminar. Okay. Well, if that's for the meetings and seminar, guess what? You can deduct 100%. But we're going to use 50% because I'm just using this for numbers now. But if you're having the meals and entertainment that you see here, that's eating out somewhere, but that's gone away. So now, in order for you to deduct meals and entertainment, now it has to be in a meetings or seminar, and you get to deduct 100%. But we're going to go with what we have right here. So 50% of $200 is $100 a month in tax savings, $1,200 a month, a year annually in tax savings. All right. Last thing here is internet costs. All right. We all have the internet in our homes, right? Most of us do. All right. For those who have a computer, laptop, or what have you, right? We're going to say 100% is deductible. So you get $50 a month in savings, and that's $600 annually in tax savings. So when we add the total all the way up, that comes out to be $1,220, but we're just going to round it off to $12,000 to make the numbers even. All right. So I want y'all to understand something here. All right. If you are a wage income earner, you're going to be taxed on that $12,020. If you're a wage income earner only. But if you're a business owner, you just save yourself 30% or more. But we're going to say 30% here in tax savings. All right. Tax savings shows up in your tax refund, ladies and gentlemen. When you're able to claim more deductions, that gives you more tax savings. Tax savings shows up in your tax refund. All right. So in this example, this person is getting $3,600 in tax savings. All right. That's a plus. That's a plus because it's going to show up in the tax refund. All right. Now, let's just say that this person earned at least $2,400 in business income in a 12-month period of time. All right. Doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it is extra money that they earn throughout the year. All right. So when you add the total together, this person pretty much put at least $6,000 in their pocket. $3,600 in tax savings and $2,400 in business income. All right. So people are probably might be saying, well, Cedric, $6,000 ain't a whole lot of money. Hold on, Tonto. All right. Because one, when you file your taxes, these expenses that you see that is out of pocket expenses for you right now becomes tax deductible. That's how you reverse it. That's how you reverse keeping your pockets from being empty is you tell Uncle Sam, or you leverage the tax laws to have Uncle Sam pay you for having lifestyle expenses. Let me say that again. By you becoming a business owner, you essentially telling Uncle Sam to pay you to have a lifestyle expenses, for having lifestyle expenses. Right now, you begging Uncle Sam to keep your money for your lifestyle expenses because the tax laws are not on your side. All right. But in this case, the business owner has the tax laws on their side. All right. So this person earned in essence of $6,000. Okay, so we all know life have all kinds of options, and we can decide to go different routes. Everybody go down their own path or whatnot, right? So let's talk about these options. Okay, let's just say that you had your money, you had your money tied up in like a CD, a bank CD. Well, if you haven't looked at, for those who not familiar with the bank CD, you need to go look at your rate of return like lickety split, ASAP, because you will see that your money is not growing at a fast pace. Why? Because it has to outpace inflation. Inflation fluctuate between 3 and 4%. So if your money is only earning at 1%, how can you ever see your money grow? But let's just say that you had your money tied up in a CD. Well, in order for you to get that same $6,000 that this person got, you have to have at least $600,000 in disposable income at the rate of 1% in order for you to get that same $6,000. So y'all whip out y'all calculators on this. 1% of $600,000 is $6,000. Now, I want to ask y'all something. If we're sitting here and I'm sitting here talking about what's keeping your money, keeping your pocket empty, and you got a disposable income of $600,000 where you can go put your hand on, why in the heck I'm on here talking about what's keeping your pocket empty if you got that type of money that you can go put your hand on? The answer is no one has that type of money that they can put their hands on unless you in the 1%er. All right. If you got $600,000 worth of disposable income, then this right here won't resonate with you. Well, say, what about I got something that's earning me 3%? Well, you still need $200,000 of disposable income to make that same $6,000 at 3%. If you got $200,000 of disposable income, let me borrow some. I take some from you. Just kidding. But you see what I'm saying? You see how numbers work? Math does not lie. People lie, men lie, women lie. I was about to say something else, but I ain't gonna say it because I know this is gonna be shared, and I don't want nobody come knocking at my door like the secret A and all that stuff. Just know that numbers never lie. All right. But let's just say that you found a municipal bond or something like that's earning you 6%. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you still got your calculators out, you still need to have $100,000 worth of disposable income at 6% rate of return to get that same $6,000. So what is the best way that you can get this rate of return of $6,000 to where you keeping most of your money, keep your pockets from being empty, and then at the end of the year, get more money into your pocket? You do what I did. I invested in a business. Now, when I invested in this business about 5 years ago, I saw the value because what was happening to me was this right here. I had all these lifestyle expenses, money going out the window. I was being taxed on this stuff at taking after tax dollars, okay? Trying to live my best life with after tax dollars, but it was hard to do because my pocket was being empty because of taxes was taking at least 30% or more of my income, All right. So I needed to protect my income. And the only way and the best way to do it is to become a business owner. So I invested in a business and I got smart on how to keep more of my money. So I made that investment right there, 199, about 5 years ago. All right. And I'm still getting my rate of return on that because of the fact I came and revisit my W-4 and found out that I was overpaying $1,100 a month in taxes. I got my 30% plus back into my household. So guess what? That 199 then paid itself the minute I revisit and corrected my W-4. So we show you where the money is once you come into the fold, come into the environment. Your hidden treasure is on your W-4. A lot of folks don't know that. I had to learn it. Your hidden treasures, your money that you're losing, can be fixed by going and visit your W-4. All right. We show you how to do that. But that's 199, and that was 5 years ago. Today, all right, because it's no longer 199. All right. So we have a new pricing model. It's been this way for a couple of years now. So you can invest in yourself, because when you invest in a business, you're investing in yourself, not in Cedric, not in nobody else, but you're investing in yourself, because this is personal. We talk about fixing your personal your financial state of being. All right. And if once you do that, you can invest $49.95, which you'll get the system, the software, the strategy, and the support on how to live your best life by getting Uncle Sam to sponsor it for you. Let me say that again. You can live your best life by letting Uncle Sam flip the bill. But if Uncle Sam is not flipping the bill, that means your pocket is being empty, and you can't live your best life off having an empty pocket. All right. So I want to show y'all this. These are the access, or these are the tax credits that you have access to if you're just a wage income earner. Take a quick gander and look at this list. How many of these tax credits can you qualify for? Very little. Okay, very little. If you got children, okay, you can qualify for the child and dependent care. Maybe the earned income tax credit. All right. Electric cars is not mainstream, so you couldn't get the $7,500 tax credit that will help you get tax savings. If you're a renter, but not a mortgage owner, that means renters do not qualify for mortgage interest credit. Student loans, okay, if you haven't stepped foot in a higher education, then you can't get the life learning credit or the American Opportunity Tax Credit. All right. We go on a little bit further. Here's some other standard deductions. All right. I mentioned this already. How many of these deductions can you qualify for now that's going to give you huge tax savings? Very little. And because of the fact that you're not able to claim these deductions, which means now by default, the only thing that you're going to get in tax savings is your standard filing status. All right. Everybody gets a standard filing status. If you're single, you get a filing status. You get a standard filing status. If you're married, filing separately, you get a standard filing status. If you head a household, you get a standard filing status, and married filing jointly. Each one get a standard filing status. If your itemized deductions is not more than your standard filing status, by default, you will be stuck with the standard filing status as your tax savings when you get ready to file your taxes. If you want to learn more about this, about your taxes, get what's said after the fact, because I do prepare taxes, me and my team. All right. So I'm very knowledgeable as far as understanding, maximizing tax deductions so you can get tax savings. But look what happens with you when you're a business owner. See all this stuff here, auto expense, banking fees, charitable deductions, all this stuff, okay? See, lawn service, see, I got hired help. Okay. My time is my time is valuable. So every now and then I would get out there in my yard and cut it. My yard is too big to cut, but so I had to hire someone for lawn service. Yes, as a business owner, I can deduct that. All right. So as you can see, business owners have access to over hundreds of deductions. All right. Over hundreds of deductions. And that will allow you to live your best life because now you're protecting your money and your pocket won't be empty. All right. Well, Cedric, what is the qualification for being a business owner and qualify for these deductions? All right. You only have 3 qualifications. Have a profit intent. All right. There's U.S. Treasury tax code, and I'm not going to even mention the U.S. Treasury tax code because right now I know most of this or some of this stuff is going over y'all head already as it is. Just know this. It is stipulated, written, and approved that all you have to have is profit intent. The government only wants to see profit intent. All right. That means you can't run a nonprofit organization in order for you to qualify for these deductions because nonprofit organizations are not in the intent of earning profit. Hence why it's called nonprofit. You have to have a profitable business, meaning you're looking to earn money. All right. Qualification number 2, you have to work your business regularly and consistent. All right. And that's no more than about 3 to 5 hours a week. All right. That's nothing to sneeze at right there. Last thing, keeping good records. All right. That kind of goes into the burden of proof for number 1 is showing have profit intent. The best way to show profit intent is you have to have business activities. All right. You show that through your record keeping, an Excel spreadsheet of all your expenditures, things of that nature. And you having meetings, you talking to people, having phone calls, you writing that down on the log. Well, that's keeping good records because you're going to be filing that with your tax return. All right. So this is what's happened. There's 2 tax systems. There's about 9 million words in U.S. Treasury tax code and the IRS publication combined. All right. Hidden in there are 2 tax systems, one for wage income earners and the other one for business owner. And as you can see, this one here, this tax system is for employees. Look at the philosophy. All right. You work hard, you earn a decent wage, but immediately you lose most of it through payroll deduction. Then you got to go live your best life off of the leftovers, which we call take-home pay. All right. That's what we stuck with. But you got all those expenses at the top that you cannot claim. Well, let me take that back. If you're mortgage earned, if you got mortgage interest, you can claim that on your Schedule A. Okay. Your real estate, you can claim that. Okay. This is what you're stuck with. Standard deductions. You can claim charitable deductions. You can claim contribution to your retirement plan like a Roth IRA, mutual fund, or what have you. Okay. But this is all that you have access to as deductions for wage income earners. Very little. All right. I showed y'all the list of deductions or tax credit that you are able to claim, right? But this is now the floodgates open up when you're a business owner. You can claim that and some. All right. But the philosophy is different. You earn income by selling goods and services. All right. Then you spend whatever they need, whatever you need on operating expenses first, and then your tax last. See, the philosophy is different as a wage income earner. You earn money, then you're taxed, then you spend what's left over. As a business owner, your business earns, then your business spends, and then your business is being taxed last. Okay. So you're not dealing with leftovers. All right. If you're a business owner, I won't get into all of this, but these are the different types of tax forms that you're going to be filing taxes at the end of the year. You got a Schedule A, which is keeping track of all your standard deductions. And as you can see, very limited tax savings that you can claim on a Schedule A. The pot of gold is if you're able to position yourself to claim or file a Schedule C, which was called long form. Schedule A in Ebonics, short form. Schedule C, long form. Why is it called a long form? Because you're going to have more room to claim all those other deductions that the floodgate don't open up for you for. Now you can claim that on your Schedule C. That's where the huge tax savings show up. And again, I want to share with you that tax savings show up in your refund. Not only can you keep most of your money throughout the year, but then now you can get a huge tax refund at the end of the year without you giving your money away throughout the year. All right. We want to talk about 1040 EZ because there's nothing there for as far as tax savings. All right. Just focus on Schedule A, Schedule C. So this is the company that I partner up with in order for us to keep our pockets from being empty. It's called My Econ, right? And so these are the things or the beneficial things that you can benefit from by being associated with it. You get the financial education to apply these strategies. All right. Everybody, see, it's not just about making more money. It's about better money strategy, because we got to know what to do with the money when we make more money. See, when we make more money and don't know what to do with it, then you killing yourself. All right. Making more money doesn't make you financially sound. You have to have some know-how to do with the money when you earn it. So you get the financial education by being associated with this organization. You're going to minimize your taxes. I already talked about taxes is your biggest or largest expense. All right. You're going to learn how to eliminate your debt. Well, that's going to happen by default, because 33% of your income that was going out the window, we're going to show you how to bring it back into your house through the window to the wall. Oh, excuse me. And then we're going to take that money and we're going to double down and get rid of your debt. Okay. Which will increase your cash flow. Okay. Instantly, when you lower your taxes and you lower your debt, now you start having cash flow. Okay. Extra cash flow to go do something extra with, to go live your best life, right? Because the only way you can live your best life is you got to have money in your pocket. Well, you need to increase your cash flow to do that. All right. You're going to accumulate some income producing asset. That's a fancy word for investment. Okay. Investment is where money is working for you 24/7 and is working and is growing compound. All right. If you heard anything about compound interest or rule of 72, that's how money is being grown through investment. That means your money is out in the market. None of us here, I can guarantee you, none of us here can work 24/7 and earn income without having any kind of rest. I think we'll wear the body down if we try to run out there 24/7 trying to earn income, right? So you need some money to be working on your behalf. If you get sick, if you're unable to go to work, if you don't want to roll, if you don't even want to go to work or what have you, need to have money be still being generated, being built, being worked. All right. So you learn how investment works, and we'll show you how to do that. Okay. All right. And then now you can use the business opportunity to share this strategy, system, software, and support with other people so they too can fix their own personal finances. Because as you can see, this is a personal financial success company. It ain't got nothing to do with SAYS personal finances. It's all about yours, okay? It's your economy. That's why it's short for My Economy. This way, we can focus on our own economy and not worry about the economy doing what it's doing, because we have no control on the economy, which means the government, okay? The government we don't have any kind of control on that. We don't have no say so. The congressional leaders got that all on tight, all right? We don't have no control on that, but we do have control on our own personal economy, all right? So this is all about helping you focus on your own personal economy. All right. So let me get out of this full screen here and let me stop sharing. So I do hope that this presentation made sense to you all. Okay. But I want y'all to understand something. The reason why your pocket is being empty because of the big expense that you all are not aware of or may be aware of and not willing to learn to get rid of, and that is taxes. All right. You get rid of taxes, everything else will line up. I know a lot of people are saying, well, said, I got to get my ducks in a row, this, that, another. Your ducks will line up when you get that first duck lined up or eliminated. Okay. And that is eradicate or lower your taxes. All right. We have the strategy, we have the system, we have the software and support to help you do that. You're not going to be able to do it. You're not going to do it by yourself. If you can do it by yourself, you wouldn't be listening to me about this. You wouldn't be struggling after each payday. Your pockets wouldn't be empty, leaving you with the leftovers to try to live your best life. All right. If you can do it by yourself, then I wouldn't find any articles on Google about the financial statistics about individuals and families struggling financially. There's millions of articles out there on it. I'm not making this up. It's millions of articles, resources out there that individuals and families are struggling financially. That is a mainstream problem. That is a mainstream problem that we have to fix. We need to fix. The question is, are you willing to make a conscious decision to fix it? Not the government economy. I'm talking about your personal economy. You don't have no say so on the government economy. Don't even focus on the government's economy. All right. Focus on yourself, your own economy. Use the government's laws, use the governmental laws to fix your personal economy. That's all I'm saying. That is the message. Y'all going out here and working hard and whatnot. And I commend you, and there's nothing wrong with ethics and morals as far as working hard, but you busting your back. You blowing your back out trying to make that extra bag when you don't have to. The extra bag is correcting a financial mistake, and that is the W-4. Your extra money bag is in the W-4. That's the W-4. 80% of the people who are wage income earners are overpaying in taxes. Your extra bag is your overpayment of your the taxes that you're being paid. Let's go revisit the W-4 and get that extra money bag to where you ain't got to work that overtime or put in that or get a second or third job. I know people who have 2 and 3 jobs trying to make ends meet. It's hard out there, and I got it. I understand. But you gotta also know that you're losing money as fast as you earn it. I'm gonna give you this analogy, and I'm gonna let y'all go. All right. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the hearts. Let me give you this analogy. Think of this. You got a bucket, and you got the task of filling that bucket with some water, and go fill another bucket on the other side of wherever you are. Right. There's 10 paces of another, like a water trough, all right? You got a water trough that you're trying to fill. And the only way that you can do that is fill that bucket full of water and go take that water bucket over to that trough and fill it. Well, you got holes in the bucket. You realize you got holes in your bucket. So what you do, here's what most of us try to do to try to shortchange it. You're going to turn on that water faucet and you're going to turn it up as high as you can so that water come out real fast to go in that bucket to where you can get that bucket and go fill that water trough. What happens as you take that bucket and go to that water trough? Water is coming out of the bucket. Why? Because you got holes in it. You got holes in it. It ain't going to work. If you got holes in your bucket, you'll never fill that water trough because the water is coming in the bucket, is going out the bucket as fast as you putting it in. Well, Cedric, what does that all mean? It's the same way if you earning money. You earning money, you working overtime, you working 2 or 3 jobs or whatnot, trying to get all this money. but then you don't even understand that you losing money as fast as you earn it. You losing money through taxes. You losing money from having debt. You losing money because you got bad money habits. You losing money because big business is out there waiting for you because you got lifestyle expenses. So you got holes in your financial buckets, and you can't fill that bucket fast enough. Hence, you'll never fill the trough of financial freedom. So now, what's the solution? Fill the holes up, y'all. First, find out why you got the holes. Then after that, fill your hole up to where your bucket is no longer having holes. Now put your water in there to where now you can go fill that trough. Okay? Stop working yourself to death for the money because you got money holes. You just are not aware of them. And myself and my business partners are out here are trying to help you explain or show you why you have money holes. And once you understand that you have money holes, then now you can start putting more money back into your pocket or to your bucket. Now you can start going to fill that trough of financial freedom. But if you're not willing to learn it, you're going to always have those holes in your bucket, and you're going to always think that you can just turn the water faucet on high to fill that bucket, not realizing the water's going to come out as fast as you earn it. Now you continue to bust your back, your brain, stressed, trying to get that extra money back. But this is all about working smarter, not harder. You understand that philosophy on your job. Why can't you do that? Apply that same philosophy with your personal finances. Riddle me that, Batman. We understand that philosophy when we at work, but we don't understand the philosophy when it comes to earning keeping our money or earning our money. You can do the same thing. Work smarter, not harder, folks. There's nothing unethical or immoral for you to work smarter and not harder to keep your money. And I'm showing you a way to work smarter to keep most of your money. All right. Hope y'all found value in this. Listen, this is your boy Cedric Jenkins, founder and creator of Your Money Matters. Your money matters because of the fact you get up each and every day. Tomorrow's the last day of the week to earn it. Let's try to keep it. Let's try to keep it. And if you feel as though you don't believe said about you got holes in your bucket, your financial bucket, you're gonna get paid tomorrow. Look at your pay stub. Look at the gross, look at the net, and you'll see that net is your money leaving out your financial bucket. Well, the holes is what's happening in the middle. Federal and state income taxes. Federal and state income taxes. Those are your money holes. That's a portion of it. There are other holes, but everything that's happening in the middle is the reason why what's happening down here below. That's why you got that net. That net will never be like the gross because of what's happening in the middle. You got some holes. Fill them up. Fill them holes up so you can keep most of your money. All right, y'all? Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a wonderful day. Listen again, share, like, and comment. Listen, if any of my business partners shared this video with you, get back with them and say, hey, look, I heard said talked about these holes in my money bucket, man. How can I fill it up? Let me show you something. I got something to share with you. Let my business partners share this info with you. All right. For those who are following me personally, all right, and you have a personal connection with me here socially. If you want to know more about how to keep the holes out of your bucket, inbox me. All right, inbox a brother, and let me know that you're interested. I'm not looking for the curious, because curiosity does not fix your financial situation. If you're interested, I'm more than willing to share the information, but I'm not dealing with curious people because curious people kills time. They waste my time. Well, listen, God's time is very valuable. I'm a stewardess of God's time, and I will not let anyone waste God's time. So curiosity, folks, curious folks, don't inbox me. I'm only looking for interested people who are interested, because I don't have time to waste. All right. None whatsoever. All right. Y'all be blessed, and we'll holler at y'all later. Peace.